Now see, this is the laundry room. Now here's another thing to realize too. We decided to put them on the drawers too, but we couldn't put them on the drawers just yet. Why? Because on the inside of the drawers, usually there's another thick piece of wood here for the actual drawer, and then you've got the face. So the screws need to be longer, okay? And in these 12 packs, in the bulk size, it only gave us size screw long enough for the door, which is, you know, usually most doors are 3/4 of an inch, so the screws were probably an inch long, and those are perfect for doors such as these, okay? When you get to a drawer, obviously you got the front that's 3/4, you got another 3/4 or ½ inch here, so you need longer screws. So make sure you pick those up at the hardware store. And incidentally, if you buy these, you don't buy these in bulk, if you just buy singles at the store, you can do that, but usually obviously they're going to cost more than if you can find them in bulk, such as something like this. And at the hardware store, singles, usually they give you 2 different size screws, okay? So there'll be 4 screws in a pack for one handle. That's because if you put it on a drawer, you've got the longer screws. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back to the hardware store and get some longer screws for the drawers because I wanted them on everything. Okay, and you know, when you do something like this, think about doing it in the bathroom as well. The cabinets in the bathroom are the same as in the utility or the washroom, like that. So see, all these cabinet doors are going to be done that way too. And you always want to look at the doors, make sure you know which side they open. You don't want to make the assumption that this is the side you're going to put the door handle on, because you want to open the door. Sometimes it makes a difference. You think, oh yeah, I know exactly where to do it. Everybody knows that. Here's a double door and they're on the sides. But if you have 3 doors, like in the utility room, I had 3 doors and I made the assumption one opened the same way as last door, and they didn't. And so it's always a good idea, open the door first, make sure you know exactly where you're going to mark it and drill the holes. You don't want to drill it here and then find out, oh shoot, it opens from this way, not that way. Why didn't they do a double here when this door opens here and this door opens that way, or something like that? Okay, so keep that in mind. And yes, we decided to do the entire kitchen. First we were going to do just the kitchen, and then we decided, hey, nothing doing, let's look in the bathrooms, let's look in the washroom where the washer and dryer was, and do all that. See this kitchen? Look at all these cabinets. And you would think, why do you need them? Just pull the drawer open. I've got to like reach in there, and for my mother, she's already 80 years old. It's hard for her to reach in here and grab that. There's no little dadoed area out where you can fit your finger down in there. It's almost like they forgot to put handles on all these cabinets. Now these cabinets are 11 years old. This is a nice community, and they, you know, so other people have the same type of cabinets. Lots of times cabinet doors are back beveled on the back side a little bit more than these, to get your finger and you can just put it in there and open it. Now see, can't open it there because it's over here. Okay. And it's just kind of a nuisance. It's, you know, all these drawers, same thing. So I've got the drawer handles here. I'll show you what it looks like when we get all done with this. And in some, I'm going to have to figure out, you know, exactly where to go. Like this thing here. Oh, that's a door. Okay, I thought that slid open. So each time you kind of look at stuff, you're going to have to decide, you know, how you want it. This is kind of slick. Here's where the stovetop is. And they actually made this drawer so you could pull it out and put stuff under there. Isn't that cool? Because lots of times cabinets, this face frame piece here is just screwed on and attached, and you can't do anything. And they did something else nice too. Here's a little double door, and they've made this middle thing so it looks like a divider in here. You know, just like the cabinets up here. This is a fixed style here. See, like that. See, I even have to kind of fish in there to open that up. Here's a style here. Well, for down here, that looks like a style, doesn't it? Well, it's nice they didn't have that a fixed style, because now you can open up that whole thing, and they did us a favor. They actually made these 2 drawers pull out. Look at this. Here's all your pots and pans right here underneath here. Lots of times this is just a wide open cabinet, and you only have one area here, and you got to reach down there because this doesn't, lots of times they don't slide open. So there's an idea for you for underneath your stove top. Yeah, I kind of like that. Wow, they even did that on a little cabinet here. They got the slide out here, so you can use this, you can utilize this whole area here. Instead of reaching way back in here, I could tell somebody added this, because see, this is oak. The rest of this is stained a different color. Somebody added these later on for my mother. That was kind of nice they did that. All kinds of different things you can do for storage. And this area here, that's nice. She's got big, huge, long drawers here that fully extend out. These are called full extension hardware, so that when you pull the drawer out, the entire drawer comes out, not just pulling the drawer out to there, let's say. Okay, that's full extension hardware. Drawer slides, drawer glides is what those are called. And yeah, they actually did do a really good job utilizing all the space, because like this, for instance, didn't have this drawer or that drawer initially, so you get a lot of wasted space, plus you have to reach all the way in there. Now see, they didn't put a slide at the bottom here. This one you have to reach all the way down in there, you know. So next time you get ready to do a remodel or you're redesigning a kitchen, think about doing different things, you know, for your cabinets. But this was really not a video for that. This is a video to show you we're going to put door handles, door pulls I call them, on all the cabinet doors and drawers. It's something easy you can do as long as you know how to read a tape measure and you've got a little drill of some sort. You can do this project too.
So what are you doing, VideoJoe?
Well, I'm marking out everything with my tape measure, and I want to get everything the same, so I kind of came up with the idea of 2 5/8 or 2 1/4 down and then 5 1/4. You have to look at the little handles and make sure you know what they are. Do one first to make sure you don't mark everything wrong, let's say. Okay, once I get the marks, then I take my scratch awl and hold it right in between the two marks, and then I can take my hammer. That. I usually like to get the scratch awl that has a little metal button on here, but I couldn't get one of those at the store. This one eventually is going to break using it too much. But anyways, now that I have that, if your pencil marks are too far, you can just take it off with your thumb, you know, or after you drill a hole. And make sure you use a nice sharp drill bit. And you can use a drill like this with an extension cord or a battery operated one. My battery operated one, I wasn't charged all the way, so I'm just using this. And make sure you get the right tip drill for your screws. I had to try a couple different ones before I came up with this one. Now that I have it marked, before you drill, before you mark in, before you put your scratch awl, make sure that you're marking in the right place so that you know which way the door opens, because you could make a mistake. Okay, now I can just hold it there. And then when I get it, I'm just going to ream it out a little bit. Just a little. You want a sharp drill bit because you don't want to eat out and create some slivers and splinters of this on the back. Mind you, the screw has a flat head that will cover up that, and it will be on the inside. That's why I like to try to get a sharp drill bit. That's all there is to it. And you know what I didn't do just then? Just my bucket. I just go like that to catch most of the sawdust. And I didn't do that. Dabbity nabbit. Now I've got to sweep all that up. I just bring this along with me. This one I've already got marked. And make sure. once you get all done, obviously you open up the door, you're going to have to sweep out the edges of the cabinets, and you can get a little paintbrush. I got a paintbrush with a little dustpan, and you can catch that or use this, whatever you want to do. Try to keep the mess to a minimum. Okay, then it's all about putting the screws in and everything. And if your screw is just barely off, you could take the drill and ream one down or up. We had to do that on one, didn't we?
Yep.
But once you drill and you ream it just a hair, that gives it just a little extra slop. But you want to look on the back side of whatever kind of door pull you have in case you don't have much clearance. You don't want to make this. The mistake would be getting this hole too big, and then after you put it on, you see the little edge of the hole after you got it on. That's the last thing you want to do. Okay? There are some tips for you.
Thank you.
Go out there and drill some holes. Now here's a little tip for you. If you're gonna do this little project, as you're putting these handles on, lots of times the little bumpers on the inside of the cabinet doors are missing, or they're loose or halfway broken off. If you feel that and they're nice and sticky, you want to clean that stuff off. Clean all that off. Go to the store. Maybe this is the right time to redo all of your bumpers. Just get all new bumpers. You can get little felt bumpers, or you can get little rubber bumpers, anything like that. Go to your local hardware store and see what they have for cabinets, and you can usually buy quite a few of those. And then you can do all of your cabinets, make them look nice and pretty. Okay, I hate it. My pet peeve is closing a cabinet door and then hearing it go like that. You know, you want a door to be nice and soft to where you can't hear that at all. All right, another tip for you. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And by the way, what are we going to talk about next time? Do you have any idea what we're going to talk about next time on our next video? You're speechless.
I am.
She's not usually speechless either. But we'll figure out something, and we'll be back to you. Keep watching the videos, and we'll show you more things you can do yourself to save money around